Prince Harry's visa status in the U.S. has been making headlines lately due to his recent admission of using recreational drugs in his book Spare. Conservative think tank the Heritage Foundation has been demanding that he release details of his visa application to see if he declared his drug use and if he received preferential treatment. But, according to celebrity lawyer James J. Leonard, the Duke of Sussex is unlikely to face deportation over his past drug use. Leonard, who represented Real Housewives of New Jersey's Joe Giudice in his deportation hearing, has argued that the only scenario that could lead to Harry's deportation would be if he had been involved in a criminal case related to drugs or alcohol, which is not the case here. Leonard also stated that Harry's status as a royal would make his case subject to heightened scrutiny, which could have a detrimental effect on the outcome. Speaking to the Mirror, the lawyer said, "I do not envision any viable scenario where revelations in a memoir related to experimental and recreational drug use would lead to any immigration consequences for Prince Harry. Where this would become an absolute issue is if there was a criminal case of any kind and if those allegations were related to drugs or alcohol and it was determined that he was a habitual user, which I do not believe is the case here. That would raise concerns and create real problems." Leonard added, "Should a scenario like that occur, which I don't see happening, Prince Harry's status as a royal would make subject the review of his matter to heightened scrutiny, which would likely have a detrimental effect on the outcome." Despite the pressure, the U.S. State Department has confirmed that visa records are confidential and cannot be discussed under the Immigration and Nationality Act. So, the chances of the public finding out whether Harry declared his drug use in his visa application are slim to none. Harry has been very open about his past drug use, admitting that he used psychedelics to cope with his traumas and pains. He claimed that the drugs helped him remove the filters of his life and made him feel relaxed, and that they were one of the fundamental parts of his life that changed him. While some have criticized his drug use, it's important to remember that addiction is a complex issue, and many people turn to drugs as a coping mechanism. In conclusion, it seems unlikely that Prince Harry will face deportation from the U.S. over his past drug use. While there may be pressure to release details of his visa application, the records are confidential, and there is no evidence to suggest that he will face any consequences for his past action. It's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes, and it's up to us to support those who are going through difficult times.